Okay, hello everyone, welcome to today's trivia. Thank you for joining. I am only running a little bit behind, so that's fine. We will get this started in just a few minutes here. Sorry for not starting this earlier. But yeah, we're doing Kahoot. Kahoot's fun. Kahoot's a lot of time. I did make this originally for the Monero Party, but of course we didn't do this at the Monero Party because everyone was busy doing all sorts of other fun stuff. So instead, we're doing it here. So let me know if everything sounds fine. You should be getting some music in the background. I think I need to bump this, actually. There we go. You should be getting better music now. Yeah, you can join by just using the game pin 752-8465. You have to go to kahoot.it using your phone or device or computer, whatever it is. I have it so that questions and answers show up on people's phones this time, so you can't blame the live stream delay anymore. So. Looks like we only have a few people that are watching, but welcome, M. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. It says Kahoot at work. It's just funny. Hey, Knack. Oh, goodness, you guys are all screwed if this actually is Knack. See, this is the problem with doing Monero Trivia, is like, people who are going to join this are typically going to be people that have no life, including myself, who make these. Welcome, Gunther. I'm going to be paying attention to the YouTube chat if you want to have questions. Obviously, you don't need to match or even participate there in order to participate in trivia, but it's fun. I guess I can also have my phone open on the Monero Space Matrix channel too. But yeah, only 8 people watching, so not that many. You guys are all gonna have a good set of odds here. You have a life, it's just not better than Monero Trivia. On today's... Oh, it looks like I'm joining. Look at that. Let the conspiracies begin. I gave a trivia. It was not Monero specific. It was just on general cryptocurrencies at the blockchain village. And I think it went really, really well. You know, he started it. Not many people were in the room to start. But as you're going through, it really filled up. I think that was a lot of fun. If someone else is at the cryptocurrency village and can attest to it, I think they would say it also was a really fun time. So they're really good to have in person because it breaks up the monotony of talks. If people are like, oh, look, I get to do this fun thing. KC was actually one of the winners of that. So people there got copies of Mastering Monero, so that was cool. Welcome, Crypto Grampy. Welcome, Zopi. Jahan McAfee. Meow. This is going to be a fun time. I think, well, let's see how difficult these were. I actually did repurpose this from the Monero Party, so I did purposely make some questions somewhat challenging, but they are certainly not the most challenging Monero questions I can throw at people. So for a Monero-conscious crowd, these may be a little bit easy, so you need to make sure you answer as quickly as possible, I would say here. It's even more important. The Monero Party, I was expecting a broader mix of people who were just learning about Monero for the first time, and so some of them were meant to be somewhat easy, and others are meant to be somewhat more difficult to catch some variety. Don't start yet, please. That's fine, I'll wait a second. I don't want to start super, super late, because as Monero UK is saying, it is getting late for people in Europe. What is it? Is it 10 p.m. in the UK, I think, and 11 p.m. in most of the rest of Europe? Also, I'm assuming the quality is fine. Looks like it's sending just fine. I can bump up the quality maybe a little bit more. I got a new computer somewhat recently to do this, and so I purposefully made sure to get one with a solid CPU so that I could live stream pretty well. Quality is fine. Perfect, perfect. The music isn't too loud. I want it to be in the background without being overwhelming. I should be playing, instead of the Kahoot music, I should just be playing the Monero radio or XMR radio music. That was really good to have as background music for the... You can't really hear music. Okay. It was really good to have the background Monero radio music. Let me see. Do I have noise cancellation on? Nah, I'm just messing around. Oh, I disabled this. Okay, let's get some noise suppression. All right. There we go. That'll help remove some of the background noise on my end. Okay, hey GG, is that you, the one who said don't start yet, please? We'll probably just give it 2 more minutes before we get started here. People can, of course, still join in later if they like. Hopefully everyone is having a good weekend coming up. Welcome, Gumball. Yeah, I see you, Matt. All right, yeah, like I said, just about a minute and a half here. We'll start at 4:10 Central. Well, we only have 10 people in, but 12 people viewing right now, so people should join in last second here. It really is your last second. Go to kahoot.it, game pin 752-8465. Last chance to join and answer all of the questions here. There's about 13, I don't remember exactly how many there are. Welcome, Colton. Hopefully this is a start to a really fun weekend for you all. Okay, well, I'm going to get started here. Again, 14 people joining, only 11 in game, so everyone can join using the information at the top of the screen or what will be at the bottom left or right of the screen later on. Again, make sure you answer correctly. There are some that require you to select multiple answers and submit. There's some that require you to type and submit. For those, make sure you don't misspell or mistype. You got to get it correct or else you will get 0 points. And you get far more points by answering correctly as opposed... answering quickly, of course, correctly too. But you want to make sure you answer quickly so you get the full points. If you wait until the very end, you're going to be well worse off. So let's get started here. Thanks to you 10 for joining. Others, of course, can rejoin or join using the info here at the top. Kahoot.it, game pin 752-8465, or they can join using like the info that this will appear on the bottom of the screen as we get started here. I must have not take the custom branding. It's supposed to say cryptocurrency on here, but Kahoot, Monero Trivia, here we go. Question 1 of 17. Which of the following Monero mainnet address types begins with 8? Is it a stealth address, main address, sub address, or public key address? What is the best answer? You're going to want to look at your phone because that's going to not have the live stream delay. The live stream delay is about 7 seconds typically, so you can skip ahead by looking at your phone. And again, you can still join in using the info in the lower right-hand corner there. The game pin is 752-8465. Hopefully you can all read that. I'm doing 1080p, so you all should be able to get it pretty easily. All right, subaddress is the best answer there. Congrats to the 8 of you who got that one correct. Sorry to the 4 of you who didn't. Let's see. Meow, boom, fastest answer, then Gumball, then Knack, then Zopi, then GG. Congrats to you all for getting on the board. Looks like Zopi and GG are tied there. They answered at effectively the same time, so congrats to you both for being on the leaderboard. And of course, congrats to Meow for answering the fastest there. All right, let's see what happens as we take this into the second question here. What year was Monero founded? Was it 2014, 2015, 2016, or 2017? Pretty easy one here. Again, this is also meant for an audio. 2 of you didn't get that one correct, but 10 of you did. At least you all are answering pretty quickly, so you're all getting the gist there. Let's see if this changes the leaderboard at all. It does. Knack moves up a position. Gumball down 1. Colton moves up on the leaderboard. You're so bad, Quack. It's fine. You got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. And in fact, I'm working on 3 videos right now. What you should know about Monero, what you don't know about Monero, and what you can't know about Monero. So hope to see those up. Fingers crossed. Hopefully they'll be up in a week on this same channel. I finally have some time to work on those. So that's my goal this coming week, is to get those 3 videos out. Very clickbaity for sure, but sometimes you got to make the clickbaity videos to get people drawn in. So let me know if you have any thoughts there. I'm getting nervous even though I know the answers. Yep, that's the way it works. That's the way it works. All right, here we go. Question 3, true or false? Monero is meant to be fungible in private digital cash. True or false? Some people are answering faster than others. Yeah, if you want to help contribute to those, you can do those in the Monero Space channel. I'll probably run through, well, not probably, I will actually run the drafts through and make sure there aren't any missing main points or glaring omissions or whatever. Yeah, this one was meant to be pretty easy. Again, this was meant for a predominantly Monero Party audience, and I wanted to make sure that they really got home the idea that it was fungible in digital cash. But of course, some of you answered faster than others. Some of you took a second. So that didn't change a leaderboard here, but it, directly in placement, but it may have done a bit. Joe Mama had an answer streak of 3, so welcome, Joe Mama. We shall keep going. You got this one. Good. I'm glad. If the only reason or way you would have not gotten it is if you didn't answer, I feel. All right, question 4. Which exchange allows buys and sells of Monero in most U.S. states? Sorry, New York. Is it Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini, or Binance US? All right, 3 of you misclicked or something. Binance US is definitely not the correct answer. It is on Binance, but Binance is not available to U.S. customers, so Kraken is the best answer here. Congrats to the 10 of you who got that one correct. Leaderboard changes. Yes, actually. 1 false. Colton and ETH XMR joins. Not sure what's up with ETH XMR. You're going to have to explain that in comments if you're there. But we shall keep going. Congrats to Meownack Gumball for remaining in the top leaderboard so far the entire way. Looks like all of you have answered the 4 correctly, but clearly there's a difference in points based off who answers fastest. You're New York. Yep, sorry, New York customer. All right, question 5. What is the Monero community's wine of choice? Is it Zinfandel, Sauvignon Blanc, Malbec, or Barolo? There's a clear, correct answer here. You can join in using the game pin 752-8465. It's in the lower right-hand corner if you still want to join. It should be a fun time for all the questions coming through. The viewership just keeps going up, so only 12 people, only 13 people in game. Oh, wow. I got weird even 2 split on the rest, but Barolo is the best answer here. If you're aware of the lore there, you can put some comments in the chat, but it was someone's forked IRC client that just kept accidentally spamming Barolo in your dev's honor. So Barolo's kind of the meme. Barolo's the main choice. Yeah. Chill is saying that hers would be Malbec, but who knows? Well, sorry, that's the wrong answer when it comes to Monero Trivia here. Someone posted this on Biz. Oh, really? Interesting. All right, we're going to see some 4chan crowd coming in. It's interesting. I did not think to post this on Biz. Barolo is the best answer here, though. Again, 7 of you got that one correct. That does change the leaderboard a lot. Was it Gumball who fell? Or I think it was Gumball who fell. Knack is now at the top of the leaderboard. I did warn you that Knack would be pretty competitive here if that truly was the correct pseudonym for this person. Then we have Colton, ETH XMR, and Gunther going up because Gumball fell, I believe. Meow's back on the leaderboard. Looks like Colton and the other 2 here have an answer streak of 5 also. All right, we're going to keep going. Question 6, which is multi-select. You got to select multiple. Which of the following wallets works on iOS? Is it Cake Wallet, Monerujo, MyMonero, and Feather? There are multiple correct answers here. If you accidentally select one incorrect answer, you get 0 points. So make sure you get those in the correct way. It is a pretty tight competition. $19 viewers. Only 14 people have answers in right now, so you can definitely join still. Okay, Cake Wallet and MyMonero are the correct answer here. Monerujo is Android. Feather is desktop. So those are not correct answers. I believe if you selected only one of the two, you would have gotten some points. But if you selected both, you did better. You got both points. But if you selected either Monero or Feather, you get 0 points. So that really changes the leaderboard, actually. Gunther, boom, rockets up to first place. They were on the leaderboard, but they answered correctly pretty quickly, so they are on the top now. Then Meow, then GG. Knack falls to 4th, and then Colton. All right, let's see what happens in the future. We're going into question 7 here. True or false? Monero had an ICO and has a founder's reward payable to the Monero's Foundation. Is this true or false? Again, mostly meant for an audience that is at a Monero party for the first time. So hopefully you all get this one. You all have some reading to do if you didn't. All right, it looks like everyone got this one correct. That's good to see. So that may change. It does change the leaderboard. So Mr. MM answered quicker, and so they are on the leaderboard now. So congrats to them. Let's see. Question 8. Another quiz question. The 2018 Monero Party was covered in a news article. Who covered it? Is it Associated Press, Mashable, CoinDesk, or Vice? There are actually several Monero community members in the picture they chose for the article. It's kind of funny. I think it was unintentionally comprehensive. Oh, this is going to change the leaderboard quite a bit here. Mashable is the correct answer. Only 3 people got this one correct, though. So you can look this up. Look up Monero Party Mashable, whatever. You can find the article. In fact, I'll post this in the YouTube. I'll post this in the YouTube just so you all get it. For reference. A lot of people guessing CoinDesk. Nope, CoinDesk is not the correct answer. Mashable is clearly the correct answer here. But this is something... Oh, ETHXMR gets this one correct, so they move up. But beyond that, I think the people who got it correct are pretty low in the leaderboards. They've closed up the gap, so that's good. It looks like not everybody is going to get all these questions correct this time, which is something I like to go for. I feel like the trivia is a bad trivia if someone gets every single question correct. So today, I guess, I hope you learned something. Some of the Monero previous past, party lore. All right, we're going to keep going, though. Question 9, which is another multi-select. What hacker conferences does the Monero community significantly participate in and added historically as a catch-all? So Black Hat, Gray Hat, Chaos Communication Congress, and DEF CON. What are the best answers here? All right, people taking some extra time on this one, I can see. All right, so I said all 3 is the best answers besides Black Hat. So if you chose Black Hat, you probably got 0 points. But Gray Hat, Monero's had a village there. DEF CON, Monero's had villages. We were the cryptocurrency villages here, but we're still quite active. And the Chaos Communication Congress, again, was under a different name. It was the Critical Decentralization Cluster, but the Monero community was certainly very well represented at that hacker conference. So those are what I have selected as the 3 best answers. Don't fret too much if you did not select one of those 3. For example, you still should have gotten some of the points. You just would have gotten more points if you got all 3 correct and not guessed that last one. So Gunther's in first place, Meow in second. Art Limber, congrats Matt for being in third. Mr. MM. ETHXMR, surprisingly, Knack isn't even on the leaderboard anymore. Matt saying he's a genius. You clearly have something going for you. So if you're in third place. All right, we're going to keep going, though. It looks like there's some other people further down the leaderboard who are pretty close, even though they're not on the leaderboard at the moment. All right, question 10. You have to type in your answer. What movie was the number 2 movie in the U.S. for the week and weekend of April 10th, 2020? Type in your answer, make sure there are no spelling errors, and then click submit. 6999, what a number. Indeed. Hopefully you all know this one. When in doubt, guess Avatar. Let's see what people typed in. Tiger King. Breaking Monero. No idea. Only 2 people got this one correct. Monero means money is the correct answer here. I did allow people to type it in without spaces. But no, it was not breaking Monero, sadly. It was Monero means money, which is still pretty good, some might say. 2 of you got that correct. Looks like Knack got that one correct. I don't think anyone else did, but it looks like so Knack and Gunther seem to be the 2 that got that one correct. They're number 1 and 2 on the leaderboard now. And the trivia now. I'm sorry, Andres, or Gunther, of course. You have a few more questions to get through. We're 10 of 17, so you got to keep working for it. But you do have a bit of a lead here. All right, Knack is back. I like the 3 Ks there as a to match his 3 Cs. All right, we're gonna keep going. Question 11, quiz. What of the following does the Janus Attack most affect? Again, best answers: subaddresses, rings, signatures, multi-sig wallets, or Dandelion++ routing. Andres, let's see if you know this one. I think Knack will know this one. Subaddresses are the best answers here. Looks like this caught quite a few people by surprise, though. I'm going to bump the music a little bit. Yeah, so subaddress is the best answer. Knack, the Janus Attack is something that you can look at. The Janus Attack is something you can look up on a Breaking Monero episode. There's also a blog post about it. Basically, it's a way for people to craft transactions in such a way to try and link subaddresses together in certain circumstances. So you got to be careful. Be aware of the limitations. There are some proposed ways to eliminate this attack, but they have actually not been implemented at the time of this trivia. So that is an important thing if you are super, super into Monero privacy niche stuff. All right. Gunther did not get this one correct. Oh, Andres, you failed. You failed. Knack got that one correct. He narrowed the gap pretty considerably. But Mr. MM working their way up. Ethexmar also working their way up. It's pretty tight. There are 2 points separating 3rd and 4th place. That is really tight. All right, let's keep going. Question 12. It's a quiz again. In July 2021, what % more Monero transactions did the sender, receiver, and amount compared to Zcash? Is it 10%, 100%, 200%, or 25,000%? What is the closest answer here? Bathed in shame. A lot of people didn't. It's funny. That's funny. The correct answer is actually 25,000%. It's not 1 trillion% on today's, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close. So sorry to the people who guessed somewhere in the middle of only 100%. It's actually a lot more than that. It's actually over 25,000%. It's not even close. So this leaderboard changes a bit. Matt works their way up. Andres gets this one correct and just keeps growing his lead. It looks like Knack did not get that one correct. So yeah, what were you worried about, Andres? It looks like you're doing fine. You really are into Monero Trivia, or at least into the things that make you do well at Monero Trivia. Who knew? All right, we're going to keep going. But yeah, it is a pretty substantial percentage. Question 13. Which of the following was never a consensus-enforced minimum ring size? 3, 7, 9, and 11. I was considering including 1 to see if it would troll with people and see what, how much people would panic, but I decided against it. So these are your 4 options. 3, 7, 9, and 11. All right, 9 is the correct answer here. Monero did include a consensus force minimum ring size of 3. That was actually the very first minimum ring size it imposed. Then 5, then 7, then 11. It never was 9. All right, so let's see if this changes anything for people. Oh, lead keeps growing. GG climbs up. I Know Nothing is up 3 places, so apparently not much changed here. But I Know Nothing grew climbed the highest in the leaderboard. So congrats to you, I Know Nothing. You actually have chosen a very deceptive name. But you're not on the leaderboard, so who knows? All right, we're going to keep going. Question 14, true or false? In its early history, Monero did not use stealth addresses. Is that true or false? A lot of people answered pretty quickly there. A lot of people not sure. Get those answers in. You saw how quickly people got in, and I even finished reading the question by the time people had already answered. Wow, I fooled 5 people here. The correct answer is false. Monero always used stealth addresses. So false is the correct answer here. Let's see if this changes the leaderboard. It does a little bit. Most people got that correct. I'm on the top. Mr. MM climbs to the top of the leaderboard, or to the leaderboard now. Monero D has 4 in a row. Congrats, Monero D. Okay, we're going to keep going, but it looks like there's a bit of a gap between first and second place, but between second and fifth, there's certainly pretty close. It's within 1 question. All right, question 15, another quiz. Monero Coinbase outputs are only spendable after this many blocks. Is it 1, 10, 20, or 60? And no, these are not outputs from the Coinbase exchange. These are newly minted money. Monero D is on a roll. Wow, I fooled some people on this one. So a lot of people may have known, as it seems, that Monero outputs generally can only be spent after waiting 10 blocks. And you really should, at the moment, wait an extra 1 or 2 after that, ideally 2. But Coinbase outputs actually have a longer lockup period of 60. So only 3 of you knew that one. This is meant to be one of the tricky ones. So let's see if this changes the leaderboard at all. Oh, Andres saying, oops, I should have made this one a double pointer. So Andres doesn't. Knack didn't seem to have gotten it either, but Mr. MM did. So they are up to 3rd. Andres calling me a sleazy bastard. I mean, it's deserved. It's deserved. But also, that's the whole point of trivia, is to make questions that not everybody knows. But clearly, Monero D knew. They have an answer streak of 5. So they may actually be pretty close. But yeah, a lot of people didn't know that one. All right, good question, Justin. Okay, question 16. Type in your answer. Type in the number only. What MRL paper most clearly recommends a minimum ring size of 3? And I do that because you could argue, oh, paper mentions ring size 3. What's the one that very clearly recommends a minimum ring size of 3 for the network? Type in the number and then click submit. Miners knew. Only 3 people in the world mine Monero. Those are the 3 people that got it correct. Oh, come on, you're all out of time. All right, let's see what people typed in. White paper, question mark. 1 person got this one correct. It's MRL 4. And I offered 3 possible correct answers for people to type in. But only 1 person typed in 4. If you would have said MRL 1, I would get it, but also 4 is very clearly the best answer. All right, it's one of the most important papers. Mr. MM knows this one. Look at that. They climbed to 2nd place. So I think on today's, there's only 1 question left. I don't think it's a double pointer. Maybe it is. I don't remember. But you may be locked in 1st place. So at this point, it's a race for whoever comes in 2nd and 3rd. But if it's a double pointer, I mean, even so, you're still locked in 1st place. So it's really close as to who comes in 2nd and 3rd. So on today's, now we can call it and say you did well. But we will go to this last question here, which is a quiz for, this is a double pointer. Which of the following is a Monero-based fork of the Bisq decentralized exchange? Is it Secret Network, Havino, Thorchain, or Sarai? Worth double points. Okay, 8 of you got this correct, which I guess is barely the majority since 7 people got it wrong. But yep, Havino is the correct answer here. It has a pretty logo. That's why I remember it. Okay, Andres, you give yourself too much credit. You already won trivia. You designed all the logos and everything, including the Monero Space logo. You got all the fun stuff going on. But Havino is the correct answer here. Let's see this leaderboard. It's actually not the... It was, I mean... Third place, 10 out of 17, Knack. Congrats, Knack. Second, Mr. MM, with also 10 out of 17 and 13 correct, is Gunther. So congrats on today's /Gunther for coming in first place. Art Limber fourth and Colton fifth. Oh, so close. I hope you all enjoyed Monero Trivia this time. I had no idea this existed. It was pretty fun. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Make sure you do whatever stupid thing. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the stupid bell thing if you want to be notified of everything. Not to be a YouTuber, but that is the way it works. So I hope everyone enjoyed their time here. We'll continue the conversation in the Monero Space channel on Matrix and Libera IRC. Of course, I prefer the Matrix side of things. That's our main, and the IRC is just a bridge that we use as a backup. But I'm glad everyone enjoyed. I do these relatively often, especially for the cryptocurrency subreddit. I'll do broader cryptocurrency trivia. But this time it was just Monero related because it was meant to be for the Monero Party, but that did not happen. So here we are. But you were all able to join it. Thanks for joining. I hope you all had a lot of fun, and I'll catch you in the next one.